everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So I'm going to call this video, if you haven't seen already, which you will have, but I'm going to call it I Just Want a Collage, because I really just want a collage. So I've decided to do some more of my book page, or I guess they're mine because I'm making them. So more book page snippet rolls. I've been working on the Wonderland Journal and making ephemera for that, and we've not long finished creating the large journal cards, and I really wanted to make those before I did some collage papers or book papers with the leftover scraps. When I first saw the book page snippet rolls being made, sorry, I just need to remove, this is the book page I want to use for my snippet roll, and I just want to remove this great big lump of glue and paper. So yes, when I first saw the book page snippet rolls being made, I felt like I'd been smiled upon, because I do want to create quite a bit more ephemera for this Wonderland Journal. I'm not quite sure how it will all fit, but I'll worry about that later. I think I've said before, I don't really mind if it's an extra chunky journal. And I was looking at my big pile of scraps, and I was like, I feel like the idea was made just for me, because it's a great way to use the scraps and end up with some amazing ephemera at the end. So I really wanted to make the journal cards first, and then I was like, yay, I get to collage. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm just going to collage to my little heart's content. I think I want to tear that in half. And it's funny, because using these scraps, I'm like, oh, should I use the scraps, or do I save them and make more ephemera? And then I'm like, they're digitals, I can print more. Winner. Okay. Now I feel like I had things to chat with you about, and now I can't think. I do know I was editing a video recently, and oh my goodness, it was a hot mess. And I remember thinking to myself, I have to stop making excuses for having no space in my craft room. It is what it is. I'm kind of resigning myself to the fact that, I don't know about you, but I'm not the sort of person who seems to be able to work on one thing at a time. I like to have many projects on the go, and I hadn't really thought about it a lot until recently. And when I did stop and think about it, I was like, yeah, I really do have a lot going at the moment. So I've been working on, as you know, the Wonderland Journal and the Christmas altered book with you all. And and you also know that I did put a little hold on both over that Christmas New Year period, where I had my technical difficulties. For those of you who are new, I'm sorry, but you'll be hearing this for the first time. So I had technical difficulties and I couldn't upload videos, and therefore the things I was working on camera, hence my Wonderland Journal and my Christmas altered book, kind of took a back step. Have a little bit of or not a back step, I kind of stopped working on them because I wanted to do it on camera. I didn't want to finish them without you all. And so I stopped working on them so I could wait until my technical issues were fixed. And when that happened, I then decided I wanted to create another journal, and I kind of had a small time frame to do that, so I worked on that. And in the meantime, I started making covers just because. And by the time you see this video, you will have seen those. I haven't uploaded those at this stage. I'm still trying to catch up. I had quite a backlog of videos for that Christmas New Year period waiting to be uploaded. I'm still trying to catch up on those. But anyway, so this video is, how do I say that? So there's a few videos that I haven't uploaded before this one. And I'm talking to you like you know what's going on, but by the time you see this, they'll all be uploaded and you won't be any the wiser. But anyway, so I've lost my train of thought. What was I saying? So yes, I put the Wonderland Journal and the Christmas Altered book kind of on hold, and I started other projects. Then I started working on the covers, and I was really enjoying that. And that kind of led to something else that I wanted to make, another journal, and I kind of sort of started that, and then I pulled myself up and I was like, if I don't finish my Christmas Altered book and my Wonderland Journal and I move on to a new project, it's never going to happen. So I stopped myself in my tracks and went, wake up to yourself, you need to finish what you started first. And here I am. So I was all ready to move forward. And it wasn't that I'm not loving it. I absolutely love this journal. I love it so much. I have put my heart and soul into it. And I cannot wait to see it finish because I'm super excited about how it's going to look. But I also don't want to rush it. I've mentioned that before. Sometimes I feel like when I'm talking to you, I'm repeating myself, and I apologise for that. I don't mean to, but, you know, all these thoughts keep popping around in my head, and chatting with you all, it kind of comes back up again. But I don't want to rush this journal. I just want to enjoy it. Which I certainly have been. But once it's done, I think it'll be a little while. Touch wood. Where's some wood? I don't know. Oh, here we go. I think it'll be a little while before I try and do such a big journal again. My thing is that I haven't been doing any crafting for, well, I have done a little bit of crafting for the Wonderland Journal, but not a lot behind the scenes. And certainly not for the Christmas Altered book. So most of it's done on camera, and that takes time. It takes extra time because I'm kind of videoing in. Sorry, I'm trying to pull paper off my finger. Got distracted. I wonder if I can use that in there. Oh, deer in headlights, I've forgotten what I was talking about again. I've really forgotten what I was talking about again. So yes, it takes extra time because I can only video in 1 hour sections, or I try and stick to that. I don't always manage it, but that's what I try and do. And then I have to edit and upload, and every now and then, which actually happened this morning, I just had a funny feeling I wasn't recording. Let me check that. Oh no, it's good. Every now and then I need to make room for recording. So that happened this morning, and that it all takes time. Sometimes I just come in my craft room and play without you, which I did just recently, and it was so fun. Not saying I didn't want you here, but kind of just really enjoyed it. What can I say? To remove that. Yep. Anyway, so I don't know where all of that was leading. I'm just kind of chatting with you. Not really good at holding my train of concentration in conversation, it appears, when I'm crafting at the same time. That'll cover that nicely. Okay, so working on this side, I think I will get my next page. Oh, I did say I need to stop making excuses for not being organised, but for not having a tidy workspace. I actually cleared the tubs off my desk to start on this snippet roll because I was like, I really don't need those to be in the way while I'm working. So I moved them out of the way. I feel like I can breathe for a moment. I must say there is a really big bonus in those tubs that I purchased being stackable. To be able to have them all one on top of the other. I could be using my glue book for this snippet roll, but I want to use a children's book page rather than an adult book page. So I'm just setting those aside, and I can create a separate snippet roll out of them or other ephemera. I'm not gluing them down or sorry, folding them over and gluing them on each other at the moment. I'm kind of leaving them as large pages so that if I choose to use them as a snippet roll, I have that option. Help see if it's up the right way, Sharon. Was a little bit worried about this book paper. It kind of has a ripple in it. I'll show you. On the spine, it kind of has rippled. I don't know why, just with age, and I wasn't sure that would be a problem. I tried to make some ephemera out of it at one stage, and it was a little bit strange. It kind of wasn't playing the game the way I wanted it to, but it seems to be working. I'm just looking over here and it's not too bad, so that is a bonus. I don't know if I want that there. I'm not meant to think about this, but apparently I'm thinking about it. Well, that's fun. And it looks like there's a white edge at the bottom. It's actually part of the paper. It has like a decorative edge. So I'm leaving that on because I like it. Okay, what do I have that can fill that spot? Oh, would you look at that? It's meant to be. I think I'd like something across here as well. Oh, I don't really want to use that piece of music paper, but it's not quite wide enough. Okay, I cheated a little bit. This piece wasn't actually on my desk, but it is on my desk in my bag of little scraps. I'm not using those. I have those out just because I know I have the music paper in there. And I don't have a lot of music paper in the scraps on my desk. Okay. I edited a video this morning and uploaded it, and I was such a scatterbrain in that video, and my head was all over the place, and I was partly talking gibberish, I think, and I feel like it's had an overflow effect. I feel like that's where my head is at right now, and I'm like, I really shouldn't speak through fear of saying something ridiculous. I think I was quite tired when I did that video, so I do tend to talk a little gibberish when I'm tired. Oops, my glue stick is run low again. It's relatively new, but I just had to wind it down. I am struggling at the moment to keep up with videos, watching the people that I enjoy watching on YouTube, and it's making me really sad because I feel like I'm missing out on things. So many talented people out there. Gosh, that's pretty. That little piece is bugging me because it's not sticking. One little corner. There we go. Okay, so I can move my page along. Got this really yummy paper here. I was just like, gosh, these papers have been matched beautifully. I've done such a good job. Nothing like patting yourself on the back. I think I'm going to run that all the way down that page. Just because I can. Okay, what do I want? I think that would be good there. I think I will just popping a little pencil mark so I have a rough idea of where to pop this. I don't want to put the blue piece down until I have these papers down so that it comes over the top. Personal preference. Time for a new glue page. Oops, which way around was I? This way. And I just realized I need a new book page for here because I have glue on there already. I'm like, that happened really quickly. It's like I'm up to page number 4 already. How did that happen? I've only just started. Okay. I barely used any paper. I need to keep that at the ready. Oh, choices. I have choices. I feel like I need something with a bit more colour. This is kind of a, not that it's a plain background, but it's fairly negative space background. Oh, I have these pieces here. Do I want that the other way around maybe? I think I'll do it that way. I like that there. Oh, new glue page. So I'm popping this across the bottom. Oops, so pretty against each other. There's some medieval mirage here, which I might tear out and use. Oops. I think I might tear that little piece off. Okay. I do have some rather big pieces of scrap paper, so I don't want to use the whole thing in an area, so there's too much of one thing. Not all the time. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I'll break it down. Okay, so I can pop that piece of pretty blue paper on there. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Do I want to go that way? Oh, I think I will go that way. Oh, got a new glue page. It's just like, I've never actually seen somebody do this and have the paper stick and not be able to get it up. And then I was like, am I going to be the first? That would be awkward. Okay. Very tacky on the top from that glue page. Oh golly, it's sticking to me. I need to just let it dry, I think. Okay, let's remove that before I forget again. And I'm not going to take the whole thing. I'll stop it there. Oops. I'm sorry if you can hear my belly. I'm getting hungry. I shouldn't be, but I am. Soon to be afternoon tea time, I'm thinking. I think I'll use that there. And I would like a strip of something small for here. Okay. Oh, no, I don't think I like those greens together. I'm not thinking about it. But I don't like those greens together. I have some Christmas fabric in amongst my paper scraps. I need to just... Oh, that could be a fun piece to pop in there. Okay, let's do that. Golly gosh, couldn't get my glue lid off. That would be embarrassing. Oh dear. Now I'm like, I could pop that there and put something else in there. What about a little piece of music paper over the top? That would be fun. I'm pretty sure that piece of music paper is quite brittle too, quite old. We're heading back into the warmer weather again. I thought we were, well, I was hoping we were past the warm weather, but it's supposed to be reasonably warm. Not as hot as we have been getting, but warm enough. Having said that, I haven't popped the fan on yet, so it's obviously not too warm. But hubby told me what the temperature was supposed to get to last night, and I was quite shocked. I said to him, I thought we were done with all of that. But anyway, I don't know how long it's supposed to last for. I didn't actually check. Hopefully not too long. I feel like we've been pretty lucky just lately. The days have been lovely. Okay. And then where do we go with that? Go through that there. Need to tear off that white strip. Oops. Right, do I do the whole page now? As in another page? I think I will. Okay. Okay, about there. And I best get my next book page before that glues to the table. Okay. Oops. So this will be page number 5. Come on. No, it's not wide enough for there. You're getting dizzy yet? Sorry about that. Might pop that there. It's like almost, well, it is the perfect size for there, but I don't really want to do that. Can I use a little piece of this maybe? I think I can. I really do love the idea of this book page snippet roll to use up scraps, as far as including it in the journal that you've used the same papers in. I think it's a really fun way to continue with whatever theme you have, but to change it up a little bit. And there's no way I would end up with this combination of papers on a card or a journaling card or tag or something if I was making it separately. And I really love that it incorporates the papers in a way that wouldn't normally happen. Okay, I popped that little piece of burlap and lace there, and I thought to myself, I feel like I've not long used that, but it's actually all the way back at the beginning. So okay. Now, or do I want the darker blue? Gosh, that's pretty. Not yet, she said, not yet. I need to ease my way into that colour, I think. And I'm thinking this could be just the way to do it. Popping that there. Shows you how well I'm thinking at the moment. I just suddenly went, I don't know why I'm not using that children's book as my glue book right now. Yeah, about that. What was I thinking? habit. It's all about the habit. See, I'm in the habit of using this as my glue book, so that's what I naturally reached for. But I think I'll change it up now that I've thought about it. It just makes a whole lot more sense. Let's take care of that, shall we? Ta-da! What a good idea that is. Okay. Love that. Just like, what else do I have to play with? My papers are kind of being buried under my snippet roll now, so I'm going to, sorry guys if I'm moving you all about, I'm just trying to pop it under my scraps so that I can still see my scraps well. Did really love that too. I'm actually thinking that would be a fun spot to have that if I do this piece up here. Kind of brings in those blues. Very large piece, but that's okay. I did mention that I would, oh, I'm getting to the end of my glue stick. Gosh, that really did go quick. Okay. Oh, and I need a new page, which I didn't think about. Just like, how can I do this? Don't land on the table. Okay. So I just need a little something down here. Not quite long enough. If you ever felt like Goldilocks, it's too big, it's too small, it's just right. Speaking of, just right. I'm like, can I push this? Oh, oops. That's my bone folder. Let me see. What's stopping you from scooching along? Move that out of the way. Okay, hopefully oops. The glue has stuck in the lid. Oh, there we go. So close to the end, it's crazy. Just let me get this little piece done. Indeedy. Oops, upside down. I haven't really tried to have my papers going in different directions yet. It's a rabbit hole I haven't jumped down yet. I do struggle with that a little bit. So I do try and keep all of my papers running this way so I can read them, if that makes sense. Right way up, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe, where did I, oh, there it is. It really was buried. About there. Probably need a new glue stick. Gosh, that's very blue compared to the last one. Okay. Best be throwing the old one in the bin. I like that on there. Where do I want to tear that? I think I'll go under that line. Oops, grabbing my ruler instead of my bone folder. Okay, so I want some patterned paper is what I was thinking. Oops. I'm sorry, I'm probably not completely on camera with my glue book in this video, but it's not easy to get it all in camera. Oops. Glue on my finger. Okay. I'm almost at the end of my table with my snippet roll, but I really don't want to stop. I really want to add this, but I'm scared that when I cut, I'm going to cut that in half, and I don't want to lose that word. Why not? It's not the best book to glue on because of the rippling in the pages. The glue isn't making contact easily. But it's certainly more practical in using a different book than the one I'm using for my snippet roll. So we can straighten that. Okay. Might just tear by hand. Oops. Work that way around. Maybe I do. The very bottom of my now my snippet roll is at an angle, and it all has to do with the weight of the paper that I have on top of it, I think. Yes, I like that there. Oops, stuck, bad move. Okay, so I want this here, so I need a little piece for here. No. It's the right shape, but it's not the right way around. Not big enough. Can I why not? I think I'll do that. Like, I think that's how I had it. Okay, and then this piece will go, I think, about there. Oh, I think I'm pushing my limits if I try and glue on that paper. Oh, goodness me. I've got paper stuck to my finger. Struggle much? Oops. That piece can go there. Sticking to everything. Just checking I haven't used any burlap for a little bit, and I haven't. Not that it would matter, but I'd like the papers to be separated a little bit so that they're not too same when they're cut. Gosh, it's hard to glue on a book that's got bridges in it. Okay. So that's a winner for there. I'm not sure I want that book page though. I can feel the warmth creeping in. It's just starting to hit the afternoon heat, I think. That warm day I was telling you about. my finger. I think it's actually paper towel that's stuck there. It's a sticky situation to be in. Okay. Golly, this is getting quite long. I'm glad I cleaned my table off. I probably need to think about stopping soon, or stopping the video. Like that there, but I think I want to tear that white, a little bit of white there that's bugging me, so just removing that. I might attach that at the bottom, I think. Oh gosh. Paper just caught my glue stick and pulled a big chunk out. Okay. Not actually sure that's, oh yes it is. I was like, is that where I was putting that? I thought I had one to go down here, but I think that was this one. No, that was going along there. Fabulous. So I need something in here. Not sure about that. Well, he's kind of fun on there. Pop in there. Oops. Oh goodness. These pages are pages I've stuck down, I've glued together. So I need to go to the back of the book. So I need to I prepped some pages for journaling cards and then they were kind of a bit too wrinkly to use. These are single pages, so pop away. About there. Oops, there's a hole in the bucket. There's a hole in my craft mat underneath the baking paper. It's like a handle. And having my glue book so close to the edge means I'm catching that every now and then. Cannot believe that the paper towel has stuck to my hand. Just want to make sure that that paper is stretched out, so I'm kind of pulling it away from the center with my finger there to make sure it's flat, or as flat as possible. Pop that there. The hard part doing these snippet rolls is knowing when to stop. Because I don't really want to, but I feel like I'm going to need to very shortly, because I am kind of hanging off my desk by probably about 2.5 book pages. So where am I at for time? Oh yes, I probably need to stop now. I may keep going off camera. I'll probably do the back of my snippet roll off camera. I'm not sure I want to do all of it though. I don't know, I haven't decided. So thank you for helping me put this together. I'll see if I can bring it under the camera to show you. I do need to use that book page, so probably means I have to keep going. So just trying to, this is really hard. It's not straight, I'm sorry, but it's the best I can do. So we've done a lot. That's a long snippet roll. Okay, so thank you so much for helping me create this. I've had fun. I hope you have. And I look forward to seeing you soon, everybody. Happy crafting and bye for now.